Okay, so I forgot to mention a couple things. First off, if you guys haven't seen The Purge, well, that's exactly what's getting ready to happen with, so it is Nevada State, it is South Dakota, and it is Nebraska. Um, and we have sleeper cells in the United States, okay? Getting ready to be activated, and you know what happens, okay? They're meeting the 18th. Something's going to happen. They're talking about the banking systems collapsing um, on Friday. It would be on a Friday, and mass chaos would happen on a Saturday. Okay, so if that would happen on Friday, the 22nd is Passover, guys. You guys do realize this. That's why we said everything's going to come down. We believe by Passover timing, something bad is going to happen. So the cyber attack that's going to happen is okay, it knocks out all the communication. You can't dial 911. We're going to have like this zombie apocalypse type deal with all these people from this eclipse that got sprayed with that stuff. These people are going to go bonkers because of the JAB, or maybe it doesn't even deal with that, but a lot of articles and confirmations and stuff was about that. So I'm just really feeling something major in my spirit. This is why I've been holding off on doing videos, because I want to make sure that this is of God and this isn't just because, oh man, are saying this. No, like this is stuff we've been warning about in my other videos I've been warning about. I've not been watching videos. I've not been watching the news. I've not been none of that. And I've been praying, and our weather's wonky. That's why I said they're trying to prevent us from farming. They're trying to prevent us from taking care of ourselves. They're going to try and strip us by every supply means that we can. So if you guys, I'm just saying, I'm not saying, I know everybody's reliant on God, but I'm going to tell you straight up, no sugarcoating. If God told you to stock up and you have not, and we are here, it is only your fault because you did not be obedient and stock up on some things to keep you out of the stores from panic buying. I believe that's what is stocking up. It is not a spiritual stock up that God led me. Obviously, you're supposed to be spiritually stocked up anyway, but I'm talking about physically stocked up on non-perishables, medications, things like that, because when this goes down, it's done. Okay, and there's already been a lot of banks that's already not been accepting at the ATMs and things. Their cards have been denied. I happen to be one of those people. I'm telling you, they're doing a trial run, and with we know that China teams up with Russia and NATO, obviously. I mean, we see where this war has headed, and they're talking about this red heifer sacrifice. They had nothing to wage this war about if it wasn't already done. And I know the Temple Institute, everyone wants to believe everything, but I believe this is smoke and mirrors. I believe this is just the tip of the icing to get everything set into place for everything to pop off. Everything's going to pop off all at once. And there was what, a 5.8 earthquake now in California as well. Oh my gosh, I'm just telling you guys, I see it in my spirit. I feel it in my spirit. Bad things are getting ready to happen. And if God doesn't take us out of here, okay, I'm just saying, if he does not, and we are here a little longer and this could be our persecution, this could be our trials that God is talking about. We are not exempt just because we are American and we are spoiled brats. Okay, I'm sorry, but we are entitled. And all other countries are getting beheaded and dying for their faith, and there's martyrs and there's people dying and there's wars going on. What makes you think America isn't going to have that? What makes you think that only the Christians in America get spared from anything? That is arrogance, and it's so wrong and selfish for everyone to sit there and say, oh, I can't wait for these wars to pop off. I'm tired of being here. Well, guess what? You're grumbling about the very blessings that God gave you. And honestly, it's almost become where people have put Christianity itself as a cult. Okay, they're not doing what the will of being a Christian is, to spread the gospel, to get people saved. I mean, yeah, doom and gloom and preaching about judgments and things and warnings, yeah, are fine and dandy. But you're also not getting out there preaching and teaching the people the messages of Jesus Christ. There's no love. That's why there's no there's all rejection of Christ, took him out of schools, took him out of the Pledge of Allegiance, took him out of everything. Our country is done. There's no president that's going to come in and fix it magically as everyone thinks. This isn't a fairy tale that we're living in, guys. America is going to burn. America is going to be judged the hardest. Okay, in these wars and stuff, do you think God's really sitting up there? Jesus is sitting there, Father, please hurry, start this war and kill these innocent people that I created, that I love, that I died on the cross for, just so I can sit there and rapture these people out of this earth. No, absolutely not. He's not thinking that. So that type of mindset, in a way, is kind of selfish. I absolutely want to leave and I'm watching and waiting, but I also mourn for those. And I also face reality that there is a possibility we will be here and see some things happen before we leave. I know we are not spared, or we are not appointed to wrath. We are spared from wrath. I know that. But just because these things come upon here doesn't mean it's wrath. It could be our trials and persecutions and our refining process. So don't think so arrogantly that just because, God didn't say stock up, God's saying look for the rapture, look for this. I get that. But he's also telling us to look at the events and things that's surrounding and what is going on in this world. Okay? So just take that to heart. I'm just saying, me as a believer, a daughter of Christ, a watchman on the wall, I absolutely am prepped spiritually, watching and waiting every day just like y'all are. But I'm also logically thinking, getting my house in order, and I have been a prepper for 10 years. Okay? So when stuff does happen, I know that I am prepped. I am not going to be the one to run to the store crying, I ain't got milk, I ain't got eggs, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. I have skills that would provide and help my family survive through this. We are so entitled. We are so blessed that people forget about the little blessings that God gives. We are in precedent time to where we obviously see inflation. Gas prices are getting ready to soar. When I say soar, that is what I mean. It's going to be unaffordable is what it's going to be. It's going to be worse than the first pandemic, and they have another one planned. Like I said, they already have it planned for this year, by June, for all of this stuff to start happening. We are there, guys. Get prepped spiritually, mentally, and physically if you can. Because I do not know how much time we have left, but I know it's not much. See you there or in the air. God bless.